All right. It's a new hit list on 102.7 Kiss FM. My name is Kayla, and Leah K is here.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm so excited to be here. You don't know what this means to me. I grew up in LA, so just to be in the Kiss FM building is the coolest thing ever, and I'm obsessed with your show. So this is like insane to me. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Listen, I appreciate that you're here. I loved your song, 10 Things I Hate About You. Like when that came out. Did you come here and you did press for that? Okay, I don't even think I was here at the time.
Oh my God.
But I love the song. I love your vibe. Everything about you is something that I'm attracted to because I see myself in you, just in your spirit and your energy. So thank you for being here.
Oh my God. Thank you. I see myself in you too. I feel like we
would
just
vibe.
We would vibe.
We would be
like
good
we
friends.
should hang out.
We should.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say you're from LA. Rapid LA questions, really, really quick. Okay. Favorite place to get takeout?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite place to get tacos?
Oh my God. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I'm like addicted to Taco Bell. So it's like kind of, that's embarrassing-ish. I mean, not really. I'm proud.
I like Taco Bell too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You need an outfit ASAP. Where are you going to get something?
Oh my God, that is really hard. But I love going to, if it's like a Sunday, I like the Melrose Flea Market.
Okay.
I just like to find, my style is very weird and like, it's very trollable. Like today I actually look kind of normal, but I like my style to be like kind of freaky and like, it's weird enough for people to judge, but it's still kind of hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that's your thing. So you like going to like thrift stores and Goodwills and finding like vintage stuff and different pieces and putting those together and
For
stuff.
sure.
I like that. I feel like that makes you unique.
Thank you.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Is there some place in LA that has a bad memory attached to it? Maybe you were broken up somewhere here or you had a friendship breakup here. Any bad memory?
Oh my God. So many places. Where to even begin? I feel like I got dumped at Century City Mall once.
No.
So I'll always be traumatized by that mall because
Please.
like it just is associated with so much heartbreak for me.
Can you tell the story?
Yeah, like we were super young and like we were on a date. So it's like, why would you just change your mind and like flip the switch on me when we're on a date? Like we had like a nice dinner and like all these things. Like at least rip the Band-Aid off in the beginning. We like had a nice time and then like he ended things with me. And I was like,
At the mall though?
at the mall.
You couldn't bring me back like at least to the car or
Yeah,
something and like in a
right.
public space?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Like take me home at least and then break the news. Like not in the middle of a public space. So I think I'm forever a little triggered by that.
I think you have the right to be as angry as you are in some of your songs.
Oh my
You
God.
are like the breakup pop music genre, and I love it. And I saw that you said that you want to make music or an anthem for the batshit crazy, unhinged, unwell girls like myself.
Oh my God.
And I love that for you, and I love that for us.
Thank
What
you.
is the most unhinged thing that you've done?
Okay, so I was telling my friend this story the other day. So I do like associate as an unhinged, batshit crazy, like deranged girl in many ways. Like obviously, you know, whatever. I'm sane sometimes, but the most insane thing I've ever done was when my other boyfriend broke up with me. This is crazy. I feel like I'm gonna inspire a lot of girls.
Give us ideas, please.
I logged into his Uber account and so I could like see where he was going at night and he was in Miami and I like logged into his account and when the Uber driver dropped him off, I did like lost item and I called the driver and he like only spoke Spanish. So in Spanish, I was like, was there a girl in his car? And he was like, see, like there was a girl in his car. And I was like, oh my God. And I was telling my friend this story the other day and I was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever done. Mhm.
That is top tier.
Top
And
tier.
you did just inspire a lot of people.
Mhm.
That is so much funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a song called Don't Get Over It, Get Even.
Mhm.
So along the lines of this unhinged, aura that you have, revenge story.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have one?
Ooh, a revenge story. God, I have so many revenge stories. This is a really bad revenge story, but one night, and I actually like saw this guy's friend group all over the weekend, and they brought this up to me, and it was literally like 6 years ago. So I was like, why are you guys still talking about this? They're like, that's our most iconic story in the friend group. And I was like, I was really upset for a second, but then I was like, they're still talking about it, so whatever.
I'm memorable. That's all that matters.
Right? Like, y'all are still bragging about me. So the most, I think this guy I was like in love with, he started talking to this other girl out one night, and I was so done. I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. Like, he was just, one night was hot, one night was cold, and like finally it was the final straw for me. So I literally like kissed his friend. in front of him. And like, we started dating after that.
No.
And like, I did it in spite of him. Like, I knew, like, the friend was super cute and I think I like had a crush on him, but like, I definitely went after the friend to just like get to him and to subconsciously be like, I hope he never talks to me again, because this will be the, like, he'll never speak to me again.
Oh my gosh.
So I think that was like pretty unhinged.
That's pretty, I see why people are talking about it 6 years later.
Right? Mm-hmm. They're like, it was so iconic for our friends when you like started dating his best friend. I was like, yeah, okay.
Is
cool.
this how you still are in relationships to this day? Like, is that just who you are?
I've gotten better.
Okay.
But there's a part of me.
A little growth.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely grown up and like, but I'm still the same person, you know? Like, I still have those crazy thoughts still. And like, I just don't act on as many of them now because I think I've like grown up a little bit. Like, I can.
How old are you?
I am, guess.
22.
Oh my God. Age is just a number. No one knows my age for some reason.
20. Am I high? Close?
So it's kind of like a mystery because it's listed as like 7 different ages online. So, but you're really close.
Do you want to keep it a mystery?
Yeah, I may as well keep it a mystery, right?
Just figure it out on your own.
It's like all of our TikTok people are like, how old is she? Like, is she 19? Is she 28? It's like, it's really funny. I'm like, you guys can just keep guessing.
Can we at least get your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
So what does that mean?
That
are you guys? That's the crazy stuff. No, that's Scorpio. Scorpios are pretty crazy.
Yeah, Scorpios are crazy. Virgos like overthink for sure, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and my overthinking is what leads me into all the craziness because I like think about it and then yeah.
But it's okay because a lot of people can relate. And I saw at one of your concerts, you were calling some of your fans exes. Oh. And I think that is so great. Like, you have a fan base that is just like you. You seem so much fun, a bad influence at the same time, and that you're for the girlies.
I'm for the girlies. Like, yes, I'm like a good influence and I'm someone that I want all my fans to aspire to be one day. But of course, sometimes I have to like influence to do some things that are not so great.
I love it.
AKA calling the exes from
You're
stage.
Unapologetically yourself. How did you come to be that way?
Because I was so not myself growing up. Like, I was sickened by myself. Like, I would like go to school and I couldn't even talk in class. Like, I got a doctor's note out of getting called on in school because I was too shy to even like say a word or speak my thoughts in front of everyone. Like, my insecurities were just so deep and insane. So I think I spent so long being afraid of myself or just like showing who I am that one day I was like, okay, I'm done. And I'm just going to like embrace who I am because I don't really care what anyone thinks anymore. It was kind of just like, I really wanted to pursue music and I was like, I can't be scared of it anymore because I was so scared for so many years. I never dropped a song. I was like, I'm too scared of what people think. And then the switch just flipped one day and I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to go after it.
I love that and I appreciate that. And it shows in your music and your lyrics and also in your music videos how confident you are in your skin, and it's inspiring other women to want to be the same. Did your parents instill values in you growing up to make you have this type of mindset now?
For sure. I think my parents, and when you say to instill this kind of mindset now, which mindset? The like, be who I am mindset. Definitely, like, my parents gave me conflicting energies growing up because they were always like, you can do music, but you do it on the side. Like, it's your hobby. Go get a real job. And it's funny because my dad works in radio. But he was like, even when I had the biggest radio hit ever, he was like, I'm still not going to have my stations play your music. Like, one time, because he was like, I'm not that kind of dad. So he was very like against me doing music, but was also like, I want you to be happy. But they didn't want me like pursuing a music career. They were very scared about that. So I think that's why I had to kind of like be so scared for so many years because my parents were so against it.
Yeah.
But then of course, like, they did instill great morals in me and they're amazing people and like character-wise they instilled great, everything great. But when it came to music, no, I think the reason why I was so afraid of starting my music career is because they were so against it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the music industry can be brutal. You know, I've seen it chew people up and spit them out. And I can see how your dad wanted to kind of protect you from that because he knows firsthand, you know, being in the music industry. And along those lines, because I didn't even know about that, but I know Emma Roberts was talking about nepotism, right? And being a Nepo baby and how people only attack women when it comes to that. Do you feel like women are only the ones that are being attacked for being a Nepo baby, or how do you feel about that whole conversation that's happening?
Oh yeah, I think they're only attacked for like everything. Like sometimes I'll see like a TikTok that I'm like, oh, I want to recreate something like this. And a guy did it. And I'm like, oh, but I would get ripped apart if I made that video.
Yeah.
Because I can only be like a nerdy, cool guy to post that. But if I post it, I'll get trolled online. Like the internet loves to troll me. So I'm used to it now and I don't care anymore. But I feel like women get, it's different.
Yeah. And I'm sure that you appreciate, though, your dad not kind of giving you a handout when it comes to being in radio, yeah?
100%. People are like, oh, she is an industry plant or whatever. And I'm like, you guys don't even know. Like, he works in radio. I didn't have one music industry connection growing up. I was sitting there sliding into DMs, like begging to like get in the room with the producer or, to do anything. Like I didn't have one helping hand. I literally busted.
You did this
for
on your
years.
own.
Yeah.
Take me step by step how you did that, because a lot of people benefit from being a nepo baby. I mean, we see it all the time, and I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, if you use it in your power in the correct way.
100%.
But if you're saying that you did all this on your own without the help of your dad, who could have really very much put you on, how did you do that?
First of all, I wish I was a nepo baby. That would be so fun. Just kidding. But I mean, that would be great because I feel like I would have way more access to things that I didn't have. Of course, I'm grateful that I didn't because I had to like work very, very hard. But where it all kind of started was I just started writing music with my brother when we were super young. We were like 13 and 12, and we made a little music studio in our house. Started working. I made about 1,000 songs. I remember when I freestyled my first song into the mic, I was like, wait, that was super fun. Like, I think I could actually do this. But I never believed it would turn into a career. My parents were so against it. They're like, no, you go get a job. And I did. I was like working all these jobs. I kept getting fired from all of them because like I didn't care about them. And it was very hard for me to like care when I wanted something else. So I moved to New York and got fired from more jobs there. I was still hustling, working in these studios in Brooklyn, like writing songs, like putting out music independently. I had no idea what I was doing. And one day, this guy, Alexis Ohanian, who founded Reddit, he's married to Serena Williams. He's this like tech mogul, slid into my DMs and was like, hey, I love your music. Like, can I invest in you? And I was like, please, like, I need money to like do this. Like, please give me some money. I'll market these songs. Like, let's go. And the first song we ever did was a song called F Up the Friendship. And it exploded on TikTok. And I was like, see, Dad, like, I can do this. Like, this tech mogul believes in me. Like, maybe you can like give me a chance. After that, I was like, hey, okay, we are proof of concept. Let's go again. I wrote this EP called What Just Happened. I need like this amount of money. Like, let's go again. And we did it again. And then my next song, F You Anthem, exploded on TikTok, made all of his money back. Huge success. And then finally, Madison Beer asked me to open for her. And I wrote this album. And I was like, yo, okay, we're 2 for 2. Let's go again. I am going to go on tour with Madison. I'm going to put out this album. Like, I need a huge chunk of money to make this happen because touring is so expensive. And he gave it to me, just like wired it into my bank. I like went on the tour. And like 2 weeks later, 10 Things I Hate About You was the first single of the album. And like that
exploded
like insane. And I was like, Dad, I have a radio hit now. Like, do you believe me that I can do this? And then finally my parents got on board and then my career kind of took off from there. But it was literally me like on my phone, like begging creators to use my sound, like emailing producers. Like literally I was the definition of a hustler to get here. And I worked so hard and I still have the same work ethic. I'm still, busting my ass every day, like trying to make things happen for myself. But it was a lot of just me being like shameless and knocking doors down, honestly.
Good for you. You deserve it.
Thank you.
You really, really do. And your music speaks for that. Like, you are amazing and you deserve to be where you are.
Thank you.
What do you want your music to say about you?
I wanted to say that I'm about me. Oh my goodness. My music says a lot of things about me, but that I'm kind of just like go after. Oh, am I talking to the fans or talking to like myself?
Anybody. Like,
Anybody?
When somebody listens to your music, what do they want? What do you want them to feel? What do you want them to see in you?
I want them to see and feel that you should go after whatever you want. Stop being scared. Like, what would your 90-year-old self think about what you're doing right now? Like, stop sitting around, go get it. Don't be afraid of what people think. Be unhinged. Like, go after that guy. Like, don't care what anyone thinks about you. And just like be you and like stop caring and just go after it.
Okay.
Yeah.
After 10 Things I Hate About You was a massive hit, did you feel immense pressure to live up to that song with your next hit?
Oh my God, yes. Like the most pressure I've ever felt because honestly, what happened with 10 Things is crazy. That song was streaming millions of streams a day. And so anything after that just naturally is not going to feel as big. So there were days I definitely was like, I feel like a flop today. Like, cool. Like, everything sucks today. But then I'm like, reality check. Okay, what I'm doing is amazing. And like, I think it's natural to be down on yourself. But for sure, the pressure after that was crazy. I had also signed to a record label, and like I felt pressure from like 1,000 other people. Whereas when it was just me and my investor, I was like, cool, like it's just us. Like then it was like 1,000 people. There was like all these teams. Like it was just wild, and I had never had that before. It was just me, my bedroom, my investor, like my brother, and then it became 1,000 people,
so many people
that I felt like I had to impress, and like. It was kind of not a great feeling sometimes, but the pressure was severe.
I bet. Like your life kind of changed overnight.
Yeah, overnight.
What did you learn about yourself during that time?
Ooh,
because
God.
now all of a sudden you said it's not just you and a few people, it's so many cooks in the kitchen. And I'm sure you had a fight for yourself and your voice.
Oh, yeah.
What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I'm going to trust my intuition always, because in that time I started listening to other people, and I was kind of like forced into doing things I didn't want to do when I knew they weren't right. Like putting out certain songs, going on certain tours, like just doing things that I intuitively knew were wrong, and I didn't follow my gut. And I think like you always know deep down, and just like follow your instinct always. And that's really what I learned, because I made a lot of mistakes by listening to other people and going with what other people wanted and like making other people happy. And now I just like, when I feel a certain type of way, I'm like, that's what I'm going with. Like, always just trust your gut and go with it, because there's nothing worse than like something bad happening because of someone else's idea. You know, I'll still mess up now, but at least I'm like, it was my fault. That was my idea. And like, cool, I learned from it. But it really sucks when it's like someone else's idea and you have to learn the hard way. I'm like, why didn't I just do what I wanted to do?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
You have a new song. It's called That's What Girls Do. It just dropped. Why is this song the song of the summer?
This is the song of the summer. If you are an unhinged, like anyone, just yeah, right? If you're unhinged, if you just want to have like the time of your life, blast this song. This song came about in a very funny way. I don't even know if the details are radio friendly. So
give it to us.
Should I give it to you?
Give it all.
Okay. This person I was seeing. God, I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
We can bleep stuff out.
Okay, perfect. The person I was seeing, I'd gone on a trip with my best friend. And you know how girls are. They FaceTime all the time. They text all the time. They share beds, like whatever. And I got home and he was like, so like, did you and your friend share a bed while you were away? And I was like, of course we did. What do you mean? He thought I was going to like go see like an ex-boyfriend or something. I don't know. And I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course we shared a bed. And he was like, did you guys do anything? And I was like, sorry, like we're best friends. What are you talking about? And he like accused me of cheating with my best friend.
What?
And I was like, what are you saying? Like, that's what girls do. And then I remember when I was crying. I was so upset. I was like, how dare you accuse me of this is my best friend? Like, what? And I was like, that's what girls do. And then in that moment, I was like, wait, that is a song title. So I just like honestly wanted a song to describe all of the wild girls in all of their wild ways. And just like, we needed an iconic unhinged girls anthem. And I was like, I'm going to write it. This is it.
I love that. Your ex-boyfriend must have been cheated on before. Something had to have happened before, because that's literally what we do. We've been doing little sleepovers with you, all platonic, right?
100%.
Since we were little girls. So to go to that extreme, he's triggered for something.
Oh yeah. He had a bad past or something, because that's literally what girls do. So
literally.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
What do you want us to feel when we're blasting this song?
Free, wild, you only live once. Go do whatever you want to do. Go call whoever you want to call. Slide in their DMs. Be who you are. Stop being scared and just like go after it. Like just you only live once. What are you doing? Go get it.
Go get it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before I let you go, this is a new hit list, and we love spotlighting new artists and new songs that we think people might not know about. So is there an artist or a song on your playlist that you want to shout out?
Yes, I love this new artist called Dylan. Her song is called Perfect Revenge. It's like, this is the perfect revenge. I'm like, oh, I love it. It's so
that
good.
sounds perfect.
Yeah. So go check it out.
What can we expect next from Leah Kate?
So many more songs coming. I mean, the whole album is done. So we're in the new era.
When's
It's
it
beginning. It's coming probably later this year.
Okay.
So stay tuned, and lots of singles. Like, you're gonna never. The singles are just never stopping. So yeah,
Give it to us, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Appreciate you for coming in. Good luck with everything.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
It's the new hit list on Kiss.